All right. Hello, everyone, and thanks for visiting with us today here with the Collection Protection Resource Managers. My name is Michael Fleischer. I have Tracy, our lead paralegal, in the room with us today. And I always like to start with an introduction. So, Tracy, if you'd be kind enough, maybe you could start with sharing a little bit about your background and the years you've devoted to consumer advocacy as related to the credit care industry. Maybe you could start there.
Always a pleasure, sir. When I was very young, my parents always used to tell me to stay away from credit cards. And I'm talking like the mid 70s and all that. It was like they're like legal loan sharks. I used to hear that all the time. When I got out of high school, I went into the Merchant Marines, and I had 3 years at sea. That's 3 years underway. And I used to overhear the just about everybody on that ship was older than me. But I used to overhear them complaining about their credit card debts and how they were almost impossible to pay off. And I kept hearing that word again from my parents used to use was legal loan sharking. So I did a lot of research. When you're offshore like that, there's not a whole lot to do except work overtime. I did a lot of research, and I found out, uncovered how these credit card lines of credit are originated and how they make their money on it. The banks risk very little when your credit card is approved. Yet they have the audacity to turn around and charge all the interest fees and late fees and other penalties, annual fees. So I got to thinking, wow, and this is all legal at 29, 30% and all that. It takes forever if you and they were complaining these merchant marine, they're on six months and they're off 6 months. So when they're home, they would do upgrades to their house and all that. When they were out working those 6 months, they would pay hopefully pay everything off, but it didn't work that way. So I was seeing these bills, and look, Tracy, there's I've paid X amount of dollars, and it's only come off X amount of dollars of what I owe them. How the hell does that work? So I explained to it, and I helped a lot of people understand what they were doing. And I thought, well, maybe there's something here. And I decided that consumer advocacy in this discipline was my path.